Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Moose Minute Project on a Wednesday morning, November 6th, the day after the election. According to AP, Mr. Trump is the new president, or will be as of January 6th. So, with that said, I hope that we can be on track, that things happen that everybody says that is going to happen now, of lower gas prices, lower food bills, lower energy bills, all of the things that we heard. I did not hear anything on health care except that he has a plan. I hope that can get figured out. I know deductibles are outrageous right now, no matter what health care plan you're on. So, congratulations to the Republican Party for that victory. Not that I have to agree with it, but it is what it is. The people spoke, and there it has it. So, I am not going to call people a bunch of idiots or anything that I've already started on some of my feeds and everything else. There's no need. There is no need for that. Fell out of my holder. There we go. There's no need for it. Congratulations to the Republican Party. And may things switch around and be what everybody is saying it's going to be. That's all we can hope for. So, as a democracy, and as things go, that's how it works. So, with that said, may we look for a brighter future that people are looking for. And like I said, may gas prices get to where they are or were. And that financially, that supposedly it will all be fixed via his cabinet and everyone else. So, on to other things. Again, congratulations to the Republican Party and to Mr. Trump. I will be respectful, and like I have any other time that it has been named, it has not affected. I don't have enough money set aside. I don't have the Warren Buffett problem of, I do have to say that it's interesting that he sold a lot of his stuff or moved it around, I guess, prior to last night or yesterday. So, according to Elon Musk, when he was talking at one of the rallies, things are going to get way worse before they get better, because that's just how it's going to have to happen. So it'll be interesting to see. And that was word for word from him, that it will be worse before it gets better. And according to most people that I saw post on the victory of Trump, that he will fix everything that is wrong, and we will be working on better financial status. So that's all I can hope for. With that said, it'll be interesting on how it plays out. It'll be interesting to see what health care comes about, how you handle deportation, how all of that stuff gets taken care of. So it'll be interesting. Something I never thought I would see is that I guess he is a felon, but he's not federally charged, which now none of that'll all get wiped away as well, I'm sure. So it's something that I never thought I would see in my 50 years on the earth, that we would elect a felon to the White House. So, there it has it. I have been, this is also a channel for me about my stroke and dealing with my mom's loss to Alzheimer's. So, with my stroke, and I'm going to go here, where my stroke took effect or damaged my brain was in the emotional side. So, there's the part of your right side of your brain carries your emotions. That's where my block was. And that's where the damage occurred. So I have ups and downs over just spontaneous things. Had a memory pop up that yesterday I went up or last year, it popped up yesterday, but it was from a year ago, that I was up visiting Mom in Hudson. I made a promise to my mom that day, and I've made it to her many times while she was fighting Alzheimer's, that I would do whatever it would take to make it more viable or more accessible for families, that they didn't have to drive 7 hours round trip to watch their parent disintegrate into nothing. That's what I did for over a year. Was every other weekend I drove to Hudson, Wisconsin from Richland Center, which is a roughly 6 hours round trip. And I tried to go twice a month. Sometimes didn't quite make it, but most of the time I did. The financial stuff I burdened most on myself. I could have, as a guardian, probably paid for a lot of more stuff than I did, but I didn't feel it was right. My mom didn't have a lot. I had to divide all of that up, and then, as always, money is the root of most evils, if not all evils. So I am trying to figure out what my next step is. I'm doing the bowling tournament December 7th to raise funds for the Alzheimer's Foundation, but I am also trying to find an avenue to make it known or make it more obvious to people where things need to be placed, where our views need to be placed on, there's all kinds of things, it seems, for cancer. Alzheimer's and strokes seem to be two of the things that happen to people differently. There is not a finger you can put and say, yep, here's where the issue is. My stroke is totally different than anybody else that had a stroke. Some similar things, but a lot of things different. Alzheimer's is another one. Dementia, Alzheimer's, call it what you want. My mom thought Alzheimer's was okay, but if she got dementia, she was going to die. And it worked her up severely, even though they're basically the same thing. So I'm trying to figure out what the next step is, or where I can go with becoming an advocate for Alzheimer's. And that is going to be my focus coming up. And try to do things for families that have gone through this. So with the memory yesterday, that I said a year ago I went and saw Mom. Mom then left us in August. And it has not been the same. For those of you that have lost parents, I'm very sorry. They keep telling me this feeling doesn't go away, which is not good. I'm fortunate, very blessed to still have my dad. He has gone through his fair share of health things, but I'm very blessed to have that. I've lost a brother at a very young age when he was 21, 22. He was 21, I think. I was 9. That I didn't have a whole lot of connection with him. And then I lost she was my godmother, but I always called her grandma. She was the one I was closest to. And never got a chance to say goodbye to her either. Due to family things. So I'm trying to figure out my next step. I'm going to continue to do this project that has been one of my saviors every day, kind of. And those of you that tune in and listen to me, I thank you for that. I appreciate that. I don't do well with all the name calling that I'm seeing, and I don't do well with bullying. I don't do well with any of the things that I see happening, because a lot of that transpired when I was younger. Maybe that's why after high school I grew another 3 inches and became 6'5", and people don't tend to say much to me, or except that, holy shit, you're one big son bitch, aren't you? I guess 6'5", I guess that puts me in that category. If people knew who I was, they'd understand that my heart's bigger than anything. I wear that on my sleeve. I would help out anybody I can. So, with that said, I am going to try to figure out my next avenue with the Alzheimer's Association, and also becoming an advocate for more places that are equipped or capable of taking people like my mom. That is hence why she ended up in Hudson, so far away. I had no choice. She got placed by the county after she had ran a couple of times, and then the things she said, not knowing what she was going to say, was going to do what it did. So she ended up having to be in a locked facility, which, if you try to find locked facilities in southern Wisconsin, there are very few that are capable of handling Alzheimer's patients. And Comfort of Homes of Hudson did a phenomenal job with my mom. They take the most severe cases, the hardest cases of Alzheimer's and dementia. And trust me when I say, when you go there, you never know what you are going to see, except for people that have no idea what they are doing is either way wrong or not right. They're just living out their days. So again, thank you for watching. I'll keep you posted on what I've got going on, and we'll go from there. But again, congratulations to Mr. Trump and to his supporters. I'll be looking forward to see what direction this country heads, and where it goes from here. My only hope is that all the actual signs get taken down now, so we can go on living without having to see them for 4 years or 6 years or whatever it may be, or where we just cut the name out. Well, now that he's been president twice, he's not able to run again, which I still feel we need done on higher levels as well. And I get some people say it's because they can't do their jobs, or they don't, but when you're in there 40 or 50 years, it's a tad ridiculous, no matter what side you're on. So, and the other thing I'm struggling with is that they get paid for the rest of their life. So yeah, I could easily say I'm not taking a check for 4 years, knowing that I'm going to get paid for another, as long as I live, I'm going to get a check cut. I struggle with that, and I struggle with the amount of money it takes to get elected. And the other funny part is that Robert Kennedy ended up getting quite a few votes, even though, and I knew nothing about the other people that were running in the whatever departments or whatever they wanted to justify themselves as. So it really is a two-party race all the time. The independents, the libertarians, they don't have enough funds to battle this. It's a two-party system. So we'll go from there. But again, congratulations to Mr. Trump. And like I said, we'll see where it goes. Nothing else we can do about it. And we will be respectful. I will be. I can't guarantee everything will be, but I will be. It is what it is. We've gone through many of these, and wish everybody the best. I truly wish all of you the best, that things can come about in your life, and I hope that you can live out your dreams and be positive and not dwell on anything that's going to hold you back. So, as always, as I end these, please take time to bless somebody. You have no idea what they're going through or their battles every day. I know my battles. I don't wish them on anybody, but I also know people that are battling stuff that I'm very fortunate I don't have to. So if you can bless somebody, take time to do that. And I wish you all the best. And we will be back tomorrow morning with another Moose Minute Project edition on a Thursday morning. And have a great Wednesday. Unfortunately, I think the clouds are going to hang around again today. Plenty of moisture, that's for sure. So have a great day, and we will talk tomorrow.